Good afternoon. My name is Carolyn Motley, and I'm with the Chamber of Commerce. And my partner in crime over here is
Connie Rigsby.
And we want to welcome you to the November edition of the Cannon County Chamber Connection. And of course, as always, that's made possible by DTC TV, Cable TV, Channel 3. And we appreciate them. They come down here and listen to us every month. They do.
They do. They come in, and we bring a lot of things to everybody on DTC3. We've got lots of guests today.
We do. And one surprise guest.
Lots of things going on here in Cannon County. It's going into the holiday season, and everybody is busy getting to do something in town. I mean, it's like everybody has got an event going on.
That's a generalization.
It is. It's just amazing. Every time I turn around, somebody says, okay, we've got this event on this weekend, this event, of course, which leads up to our big event that leads up before Thanksgiving, our Christmas on the Square.
That's right.
And we've, special guests always arrive for that.
Oh, yeah.
And we have some new businesses in the community that are having special events going on. We have businesses that have been here in the past that always have special things going on, but we're always excited to hear about what's going on over at the feed store.
We do, and we have Debbie Vaughn. And of course, Debbie has added to her feed store this year. She has the Gathering Place Cafe, right, Debbie?
Yes, that's right. Back in February of this year, we opened the Gathering Place Cafe, and we started with a soft opening. A soft opening allows you to basically open softly. We opened on Saturdays, and then after a couple of weeks, we opened on Fridays and Saturdays, and then after a couple of weeks, we added Thursdays. So currently, we're Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's from 10:30 to 2:30. We are inside the old feed store Antique Mall, and we're hoping to add a couple more days, but we're trying to build our business to a point that it warrants adding the couple of days. As most of you probably know, the restaurant business is very, very difficult to break into, and what we have done with the soft opening is be able to manage the income and the outgo in a way that keeps us from closing, right off the bat. A lot of folks open up a business and think that, they're going to get an income right off the bat, and it just doesn't work that way. You've got to get the word out, and
you've got to have a plan.
You've got to develop a reputation, and so that's what we've steadily been doing, and we're steadily growing and excited about the growth that we're having at the Gathering Place. So.
And you are exactly right. That's what happens to a lot of the businesses when they go in. They think that foot traffic is going to be automatically be there on an everyday basis, and it isn't. And you've got to be prepared. You've got to have the capital to hold on. Right. I guess is what I'm saying. Until eventually it will. Yeah. You will get that, but it takes time.
Yeah, well, we're pleased with the growth. We offer lunches on Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 10:30 to 2:30. Our lunches consist of a little bit lighter, healthier menu. We try to use, we're not a health store or a health food place, but we try to use a little bit more healthier ingredients, fresh ingredients, portion size, it's healthier. You're not going to walk out, totally stuffed. If you think about lunch, people don't want to go back to their desk and be so full that they're going to want to fall asleep at their desk. And so it's a satisfying lunch. And a lot of times folks will carry half of their sandwich home with them. But we do serve soup, salad, sandwiches, quiches. We have a variety of desserts. Some specialty drinks and things of that nature. And our menu changes every week. We like to keep it fresh and exciting. A couple of regulars that we keep on the menu is our chicken salad. That was popular right off the get-go. And so we tried to take it off the menu once or twice, and it upset folks. So it's a staple. It stays on the menu. And
some people just don't like change.
Right. That's exactly right. and in a town where people don't like change, changing the menu every week has kind of freaked people out a little bit. But it is. It's fun. It's fresh. We get calls that say, "What are you serving this week?" So people are excited to see what we're serving from week to week, and everything is made fresh. We don't ship it in a box and open up the box and serve it. It's all homemade from scratch. Everything we do is from scratch. So.
You don't have a clown out front or anything, do you?
No ordering or drive-through.
No, but we do have a river out back. Now, I do want to mention that. We are located inside the Old Feed Store Antique Mall, right on the Stones River. People are telling us that this is the best kept secret in Woodbury. The lawn is gorgeous. The river is just beautiful since they have cleaned up the bank on the other side of it. And it's just such a restful, relaxing environment for people to come and sit with friends, to come and read a book. We have people bring books and, you know, have lunch and sit out there. We have some Adirondack-style chairs that they can sit comfortably and read a book.
Well, you also have a deck where you can
Yes.
eat with actual tables on it. And
Yes.
they even have a little stage, so if you feel like getting up there and singing, they can do that.
The entertainment for the day.
That's right.
But we're having fun with it. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of work. I've got great, I would like to say staff, but employee. I have one employee currently, and then my mother volunteers for me as well. And my dad will jump in there now and again when we get really, really busy and help out if we need some dishes washed. But it has definitely been a family event, family environment. Mike, my husband, helps a lot, and so.
And of course, that's not to speak that the feed store is there, and that's a great antique mall items, and that seems like it's refreshed quite often too, because there's something new in there every time you go through, or something I've missed. I'm not sure which, but you just finished your fall event.
Yes, we finished our Oktoberfest, which is an annual event, and that's basically a customer appreciation day where we appreciate our customers with sales throughout the store. We feed them a free lunch out back, and we have live music. We had Rhythm Kitchen with Heather Mulder and her group there, and they just fit the environment so perfectly. We really, really enjoyed the music of Rhythm Kitchen that day.
They're good.
Yeah, they're
They
very
are.
good. So.
Well, Debbie, we've had you on before, but I don't know that people can hear it enough, and I don't know that they really were that aware. I think people are still not aware of the Gathering Place. So we're wishing you the best in the future, and we hope that grows to where you have to be open 6 days a week anyway.
Well, we hope it grows
Maybe
too.
you don't.
Yeah, that would be good.
I've
Let me
seen
tell you
this
that
look
we
on her
do
face.
have a Facebook page. You can like us on Facebook. Go to the Gathering Place Cafe Woodbury. If you just go to the Gathering Place or the Gathering Place Cafe, you'll pull up a bazillion of them. And so go to the Gathering Place Cafe Woodbury and like us on Facebook. And you can see our menu every week as well. And then our phone number is 563-FOOD, 563-3663. And you can call starting on Wednesdays and find out what the menu is. We're there on
Thursdays,
Wednesdays
Fridays.
cooking. So, yeah.
And of course, when you're there eating, you've either got to look around before you go eat or look around after you go
That's right.
eat. So
Let me mention this too. We are looking at opening up in the evenings for catering events. So if you've got a small party, say an office party or a small group or something like that you want to come in and have a nice little intimate office Christmas party, we would love to look at the opportunity to open up our cafe for you on something like that.
That's good.
Let me ask you to call the feed store if you're interested in something like that. That number is 563-2108, just because the cafe is not open every day, and you'll miss me if you try to call the cafe. But we seat 16 inside. That's as much as we can seat right now, based on health department requirements and what they require in terms of bathrooms and things like that. But I do have some overflow area that I can put folks into. So we can have a small party of 16 or 18 or 20. If it's a warm afternoon or evening, we can carry on over into the deck and outdoors and that kind of thing. So think about that.
and of course, our event that's coming up on the 22nd and 23rd, the Art Center, and I mean the Old Feed Store, and also I'm sure the Gathering Place will be a part of that also, won't you?
Yes, the Christmas Merchants Open House. That's
Right.
a really, and I'm just going to plug that.
Really
That is
big
something.
day.
That is something out of a Norman Rockwell painting or Currier and Ives. It's just such a special event. So please do come down for that event, especially on the evening of the 22nd. That's a very,
Right.
very fun event around the square as a whole.
And a lot of the merchants, I know we've had a a fire in Woodbury, but that hasn't dampened anybody's spirits. We were lucky, only 2 buildings were destroyed. It could have been
Much
a lot
worse.
worse. And so, but everybody is just, they're more excited about getting everything back. Some of the buildings, some of the stores have already moved back in. Like I say, it actually destroyed 2 stores. But we are going to have the Christmas open house, and we hope it's bigger and better than ever.
And it's your chance to come out and support those businesses that have lost businesses and surrounding ones to have the encouragement to kind of bounce back. And
Right.
we really want you to do that. So
Not all the businesses are right on the square that are involved in that. There are some that are off of the square. There'll be flyers available, but we'll go into that a little bit later. But always the feed store is part of that, always has been. Music and food and
shopping, shopping,
shopping.
the sales, the shopping.
Well, Debbie, once again, we thank you very much. And we hope things go well, and we look forward to the Christmas open house.
Thank
and
you.
Always, like I say, the old feed store, Antique Mall. And by the way, the name, don't let that deceive you, the old feed store, because they also sell feed.
Get
if
a little
you
something
have
for the dog or
dogs
the
and
horse.
horses
Or
and cows and chickens. And
don't leave
they
anybody
have
out.
that
Don't leave anybody out on that day.
too. We got it all there. All right, and then we jump right over here to Savannah. And Savannah, you have the trading post,
Yes.
right, up at on Short Mountain
Short
Highway.
Mountain Trading Post.
And it's right next door to the distillery, right?
Yes, we are.
You have a
And-
unique building, I believe,
Yes.
that you have your facility in.
We totally refurbished a mule barn, and we are on the quilt trail. But we have merchants that are craftspeople are down below in all of the stalls that my husband and I totally gutted and rebuilt, where we have each craft in their own booth. And then upstairs, it's gifts, antiques, a boutique, a children's corner. We have it divided into rooms: kitchen, living room, bedroom, so forth.
Christmas stuff.
So when we have a perpetual Christmas room. So when
gotta
people
have one
come
of those.
in, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you did this to this barn. We've seen it forever." And it's so overwhelming to have people come in and say, "Oh, I remember this when I was younger. You know, when I grew up here, this was here. But there was tobacco up there."
So we cleaned that up a little bit.
Right, so no tobacco. We had a huge sign painted on the side of the barn facing the distillery not too long ago. That's very, very colorful and bright.
Striking.
And it attracts a lot of people as they come from Woodbury toward us in Murfreesboro. We are having a Christmas extravaganza Saturday, November 16th, which is right before Woodbury's. And when I spoke to Carol, she said, "Well, let's see what my schedule says." Savannah, you'll be safe on the 16th. So that's why we're having it so early. And we're going to have a lot of holiday sales there as well. We are going to have a bake sale, and the craft booths will all have their sale going on. We'll have craft demonstrations, wood burning. We have gourd lamps, jewelry, candle making, herbs, knitting, embroidery, just all types of crafts in there. And we are looking for craftspeople all the time. So anyone knowing of someone, or if yourself you're interested, we have rent-free at this point for a full year at this point till a year from now. So we're offering rent-free booths just so we can get our feet on the ground. And we are very thrilled with the amount of people that have visited us already and contributed to our success. So we are having weddings that are going to be we're going to have weddings scheduled soon, where they'll be coming down the loft stairs when they're getting married. And we are going to have photos, fall photos and Christmas photos. And people just bring their cameras, and they're in the barn, and Santa's going to be in the barn. So we have a lot of things going on.
Santa's a busy person.
Santa's a busy person, and ours is going to be a Saint Nick, who refuses to have so much of the red and all that. I go, whatever, just be Santa. The kids may look at you funny, but otherwise, we are tickled to death with everything that's happened. And as a community, we just want to work together and strive to promote Woodbury.
Right.
And we're just thrilled to be part of it. We
good.
really are.
Well,
that's-
we've heard some good things. We've seen some good jewelry and different things that have come out of there.
Well, I've been up there, and I think it's really cool. It is. It's a barn, and I mean, they have just went in there and done everything.
Now,
you
was
know.
that your idea, the barn, and converting it, and was that his? Was this a mutual coming together and going?
Having had a shop in Smithville, I was approached by Billy Kaufman of the distillery one day, I'd say a year and a half ago. And he came into my shop and said, "Oh, Savannah, if you could just take this and put it in this barn." So
That
we
sparks
did.
the idea.
So we did, and we just totally moved everything out to the barn, and we've been very happy there. And we've had our Spooktacular, which was a Halloween celebration. We had a lot of fun with that, and our grand opening. So each month we're trying to do something to draw people in.
I also see you have mule,
We're going to have
rides.
mule wagon rides that
That's
will
very
take people
popular.
all the way back to the distillery, which gives free tours. We are open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 5 every week. Any questions? If we have people that would like to bring their crafts to my attention, it would be greatly appreciated. If they could call me at 615-464-7824. I'm Savannah. If you ever have any questions about our postings that we have out with our events, just call me also at that number, 464-7824. And otherwise, we too are going to be getting into a produce market the beginning of next spring.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have the farmer's market added also. Otherwise, I think we're going to be having a lot of fun coming up very soon.
And it happens very quickly.
Yes, and we're going to be totally decorated for Christmas in all the booths. And we're now just hauling in all our pumpkins and everything from fall and going right into Christmas, because it doesn't last
They
that
don't
long.
stay out there that long,
It
do
doesn't
they?
last that long, so we want to really decorate.
Almost have your pumpkins up by July.
Yeah, that's right.
Get a little dried out, yes.
Look a little strange, don't they?
Well, Savannah, we wish you luck and
you.
invite everybody to come out and make a visit.
It's
Now,
a real experience.
That's the 16th. That'll
Yes.
be on Saturday, the
Saturday,
16th.
November 16th is our Christmas extravaganza. Big holiday sales. We have free layaway also. And like I said, Santa will be there and pictures with Santa. So there's a lot going on. And we're going to have lunch by Terry Bees out there. He's always been very good.
Yeah.
And we'll
He
just
has.
have Christmas music going on. So we pretty much got it covered.
Well, it's just a fun
Like the
place
feed
to
store.
go. Both of these places, they're
It's just lots of fun.
enjoyable and they're a lot of fun.
It's good for the children too.
Yes, they have fun there too. Okay, we have some guests with us that these ladies, some weeks ago, well, actually, I guess it's been about a month and a half ago, they moved the chamber office to the Art Center. And since I've been here, and I really do like the office being at the Art Center, there's lots of traffic. I like that. But you kind of get to know the people or see some of the things they do that makes the Art Center work. And it takes a lot of people to do that because it's a huge building, a lot going on, a lot of different areas that people have to see to. And we have two of the ladies, we call them the ladies of the Art Center. One of them is in California, so I think she planned that to be out of town during this thing. But we do have two ladies that have worked for the Art Center for some time. Carol Reed is one of them, and Mary Wilson is the other.
Hey, welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
And we just more or less want to see exactly what you do, Carol. And you told me you couldn't really remember what all you
I
did.
usually can't remember what I do.
I'm the marketing director for the Arts Center. I take care of all the press releases and anything that has to do with show or events, concerts, whatever we have going on. I do grant writing and development and just whatever else needs doing.
And you call me and say, I
And call
need you
yeah,
on.
volunteer coordinator. I forgot that.
Yeah, that's a big one.
All of our we use a lot of volunteers. We couldn't possibly do what we do without them, and so I try to keep people in the box office for the events. And Connie is one of the people that I call and
Schedule my entire
schedule
year.
Your entire year, if I can get hold of.
But no, that's a big hat. That is a big hat that you wear.
It is.
Because it takes a lot of coordinating on that end and getting folks to the right places and getting the right places, people in the right positions.
Yes, and we really appreciate our volunteers. It's they help us more than we can say.
Absolutely. Well, I know that we see your face a lot, but we also see Mary's face a lot too with a lot of things. And I know her voice is a little ailing today,
I'm
but
a little bad today.
you wish you were in California.
Yes,
It would be so much better there with Scarlett.
Charlotte's on the tour in California vineyards, and we're here working. So. I started when we moved in the 80s. I started as a volunteer and helping with the plays at the old, we call it the old space underneath the old gym, and started working here as a paid employee in '95 as an assistant director to Donald Fan. So I do the day-to-day bookkeeping and anything you care to mention.
Anything
I've
that
probably
comes
got
up,
my hand in it. I do all the memberships, and I'm in charge of the White Oak Craft Fair that we have in September. That's a big undertaking, but it's something dear to my heart. It's always the second week in September, and we have down by the river all the craft artists. And this year this is our third annual craft bazaar, so we have the same caliber of artists here, and we fill this entire space, the auditorium. Anywhere we have a space, we're going to put a craft booth, and it's on the November 30th. So, and it's just from 9 to 4, but it's an excellent way to buy your Christmas presents.
And it's a one-day event,
One-day
right?
event.
And it's all unique things. And I mean,
Oh,
every
yes.
year you work really hard about having different and special things here for folks to be able to purchase and take home and get wrapped up for the,
Right.
or take home and wear right then.
It's always the day after Black Friday, so we give Black Friday to the malls, and then
And
we
you
have
come
the
in
good
and
stuff
clean up, huh?
on Saturday.
Well, that's another thing that's amazing is how much traffic is here on a daily basis. It's open from 10 to 4. And of course, if they have plays or something going on, it's open for that too. And of course, the Blue Porch Cafe is always part of the Art Center. When you come here to a play or anything, they're always open. You know, if you feel like you need to go in and eat, and you may want to go in there even if you don't feel like you want to go in there and eat. But how long have you been with them, Carol? You've been
I
a
came in
while.
2001.
Oh, I thought you'd been here longer than that.
No, 2001.
It feels longer than
It just feels longer to you, doesn't
That's a long time. But I know you were with them literally from being in the basement of the old gym,
Yes.
which is right outside my window. I can
Yes.
still see the red door outside my window. That's a big move from the basement to this
From
facility.
doing 4 shows a year to now we have 12 shows and 3 or 4 concerts a year. So.
And then all of the,
Children's plays.
Yes.
well, I mean, just
Musical
like
events.
the shows that you have in the different areas. You know, you have the exhibit of Russell Mobley now going on out in the lobby part, and a lot of people come in to see that. They have a gift shop. It's right outside my office. A lot of people go through there on a daily basis. And what always amazes me is people come in from out of town, mainly just to shop. A lot of times they're not here for a play. They're not here for anything else. They come in. Yesterday, there was some that came in and they just wanted to shop in the gift shop. And that always, I don't know why I'm surprised at that, but I am that people come out of town for that. But there's a lot to be said for handcrafted items. And many people prefer those. And if you have someone on your list that you're not sure what you want to get them, may come down here because I bet you could find something.
Oh, the little statues that are out there, they're the hand-carved.
I met that
Statue.
man and woman yesterday that make those.
They are
They're
adorable.
great, aren't they? Yeah.
What's on the front of our card?
Is that what? That is
That's it.
adorable. That's one of the ones. He's also got a little a pastor or a preacher or whatever you want to say that is out there that is absolutely
The detail.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
amazing.
expressions on their face.
I
and
was sitting there
everything.
going, "This is a perfect gift," and I could name off 2 or 3 people that would be a wonderful gift idea for them. So, all kinds of craft things. I know you ladies are very busy putting on things, but if nobody has said thank you, and this goes out to Scarlett too, you do a wonderful job
Oh,
here.
we
You
appreciate
really
that.
do.
They really do. They put in a
You
lot
make
of
the
work.
place run, and I.
Well, I
takes a
agree with
village.
that.
It takes
I
a
do.
village.
I agree with that. I think it does take a village, and in this case, when you think it's just a big building and it just does all this, you know, this just happens. It doesn't just happen.
I love
It
when
doesn't.
work on a Saturday and people will walk in and say, well, I just saw this big red building and wanted to know what was here. And, then you start
And what do you
telling them
do
what is
here? We get that.
They were
quite often.
probably looking for hardware or something. weren't they?
You
They're
never
always
know.
amazed when you take them around and show them the auditorium and everything. They're amazed.
This is a big place.
a big
This
place.
is
We do a
very
lot of
big.
And what's on display right now, we were talking about that just a few minutes ago with the quilts and some of the art pieces from the past directors. The baskets, woven, I believe the
White oak
display is
baskets.
woven this time. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you know, Woodbury is kind of known for that, but I think y'all have taken that to another level. I think this weekend I know that's probably too late for some of our viewers, but we talked about this last month about having the basket weaving class that was going to be here. So numbers of programs, and I know whose hat does that fall under? Does that fall under
Everybody's.
Scarlett's? Of getting those artists here to teach and
Oh, well, that's open for anyone to grab.
you-
and take that.
you're going, Carol, take that one.
Sue Williams is
That's
teaching
one
that
of those
class.
things you say, okay, who's doing this?
Yes. Sue Williams is teaching that class. And
So I'm assuming y'all have one of these meetings that the items come in and it's a draw. Whose plate is
got
not
the
as
short
empty?
straw. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, now you do have some events coming up. Let's see, November 16th and 23rd is James and the Giant Peach. And of course, your children's plays and programs are always a popular thing because they bring in busloads from out of town for those.
Yeah, that's just the 2 public performances for the families.
Right.
We actually have 6 days of 3 shows a day that the cast do.
Of children coming from
field
Children
trips.
coming from on buses
yeah.
to see James and the Giant Peach.
Parking lot will be full of yellow buses.
Yellow Bus Day.
That might be the only play that child ever sees in his life is coming to this place, so it's a real good thing.
That is a good thing. And you're right, because that's probably not on their agenda of things to see, you know, is to go to a live play. And I think that's great that
And-
they get that opportunity.
Go to 3 children's play a year? Is it 3?
3.
3 children's play a year. And then most of the time it's during the school season where those children can kind of come in.
Well, then November 8th through the 23rd is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and that's hard to say. But you
Just
got
say
that
Joseph.
coming
Joe,
up.
Nice and short. But that's coming up. I know you've done this before, but this is new cast members for this, Joseph?
Yes, yes.
And so I know a lot of people, I know several that have tickets that have already told me they have tickets to come. Are they still tickets?
They're still, some of them are getting close to selling out, but it's a very popular play.
Yeah.
It's wonderful
I knew the
music.
last time that I checked that there was some days that were maybe almost sold out, if there was several folks that wanted to come. So,
A couple of the days are getting close.
so if you want tickets for that, go ahead and get called in, and maybe you can get tickets for Joseph. And then that leads us right into the Christmas.
That's always a
My
big
way.
event, the dinner theater.
And
the
those
Christmas
tickets are
dinner
available. And if you've never came to the Art Center for one of those nights, it's just a completely different evening, I believe, that you offer, with a dinner and a show.
It's just like going to Broadway. Just come in
Dinner's
here and
provided by the
dinner and
Blue
a
Porch.
show.
But tickets are always, and that's usually a sellout too. I think you always do a
And they're
sellout for
on
that.
sale now, are
They
they
are,
not?
yes, they are.
Yeah. because that does sell out in a hurry. And this year it's My Way Christmas, which you know that's got to be Frank Sinatra. It's just got to be.
It's
Frank
the
Sinatra
Sinatra
song.
Christmas bash, yes.
Okay.
Oh, Blue
Well, that
Eyes will
ought to
be
be
here.
it.
Are you coming? You'll be here for Blue Eyes, right? You like Elvis? You like
Yeah,
Frank?
Frank's okay. He was a
Okay.
little before my time.
I like that, Carolyn. I really do like that. But our season tickets for next year are up.
They are on sale.
They're
Yes.
on sale. So, folks, okay, let me just tell you. For 2014, if you need a Christmas gift, and this is the gift that keeps on giving
It really
all
is.
throughout the year, this is, Scarlet Secret Garden. I'm gonna get my eyeglasses down a little bit for
You
it.
want me to read
The
it?
Boys Next Door, Shout, and I think that's a musical, is it not?
Yes.
Ah.
That
and
sounds good.
Now, which one is this one? I can't get that far enough away from me.
The Southern Fried Funeral is a very funny comedy, and then we have Noises Off, and then the last show of next year is the famous TBA, which means we don't have the rights to it yet, but it's going to be a great show.
I don't think people really realize that. I mean, the plays they put on, they have to buy the rights to
Right.
be able to put the plays on in
And
the
if it's
facility.
touring on Broadway, Woodbury, Tennessee cannot get it for some strange reason, so.
It's
we're
very
waiting.
odd sometimes. I know that's good, but that will be
Wow.
announced. But great gift. This is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful gift for
Season ticket.
anyone. Is season tickets.
For $50, you get 6 shows.
That's the best buy that you possibly can have. And I will tell you, they will enjoy themselves. It's just a fun. The theater is wonderful. The facility is wonderful to come. You can do lunch and come to the Blue Porch before a show. That's not included in your season tickets, but it's definitely something that you can spend a lot of time at. And you can pick your evenings. You can have first night. Usually the shows are on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Sunday matinees for 3 weekends.
Yep. So
There you are. Have we left
Christmas
out
is done.
anything?
There's additional events,
concerts.
If you-
concerts, and then
The 6 shows is 50. If you want everything we're having, which is a great year, next year is 100, because we're bringing Shrek the musical and Monty Python's Spamalot, in addition to Disney's Beauty and the Beast Junior, and 3 concerts. So
You did Ariel. What was it last year? Was it
The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid? Was it last year? There was so many people
I think-
talking about the Little Mermaid from last year.
Well, I think Little Mermaid was at the Blue Porch, was she not, for
Yes,
breakfast
and we're going
or
to do that
something?
this year.
I
They're going
believe.
to have breakfast with Belle
Oh, all right.
and her friends.
I have a little niece that would absolutely love that.
Yeah, they
So, yes, but that was a big hit from last year.
So
I
it's
remember.
$100 for all of it,
everything, yes.
all of the
See.
concerts and everything. Golly.
That's a
No,
great
best deal.
savings.
Yes,
Great
it
deal.
is.
Go ahead and get that on your list. You can call, and I'm sure there'll be a wonderful volunteer that will answer the phone and get you in contact with the people to get that in the mail to you.
And you know, if you buy it and you decide that you don't want to give it to somebody, keep it. You're going to have a good time with that. I guarantee you,
Or you
you
can
are.
buy it online.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
definitely
good.
you can do that. Go online, get your
All that
tickets,
technology now.
get that taken care of. Well, ladies, thank you.
we've enjoyed you,
Well,
and you guys work hard, and you do a good job. And the Art Center is a big plus for Cannon County. I just can't tell you what a big plus it is, but you can come see for yourself. You may not be here on a daily basis to see all these ladies do, but I do. And take my word for it, they work hard for it, so it's a great place.
Thank you.
Every year at this time, we start with the Christmas, Country Christmas Open House in Cannon County. And it's always the weekend before Thanksgiving because we want to get you before you get to the malls. And so it's been that way for years. And of course, one of the big highlights of our Country Christmas Open House is this gentleman right here. And Santa has been good enough. He has some time on his hands. He's come in. And he's going to tell us that he's going to be here on Friday night, aren't you?
Yes, we're really looking forward to it.
And your sleigh is not going to be ready, and neither are your reindeers, but we have mules and wagons. that's going to bring Santa into town, and they're also going to haul Santa around the square. So if you want to come in there and you want to get on the wagon and be hauled around with Santa, or you've got children that want to do that, we welcome you all, because we're planning on this being a big night. You know, we've had some misfortune on the square as far as the fire, but that's not going to dampen our spirits whatsoever, because Santa's going to be there, and we're going to carry on as usual. The stores are going to stay open till 9 o'clock on Friday night. They're going to be giving away prizes, food, discounts. You can register for the business baskets that will be given away on Saturday at noon in front of the courthouse. And if you want your pictures with Santa on Friday night, that's going to be available too. And we've had Santa set for children, adults, puppies.
You've had it all, Santa.
Now we don't want big dogs, so don't be bringing your Doberman Pinscher in there, you know. But I believe that I do have some pictures where you were holding a puppy. And I believe one time was a kitten. So we have
Santa
missed
does
much
it
of
all,
anything.
Caroline.
He
Santa does
does
it all.
He does.
Well, we're glad that you took a day off or a little bit of time off to come out and be with us here and talk to our folks or tell our folks about you being around the community. And this is a big event for us, and it has been for the past few years, and I know you've been part of that. But the mule rides around the community are always fun. Tons of children come out with their family members, and they're dressed up, and they come out and have their pictures made with you, and it's just a fun night for folks, and we appreciate Santa taking that time just to do that with us.
And and even adults, this is what surprises me. The children like the mule rides, the wagons anyway, but when Santa's parked up there, they don't think a thing about jumping up there and riding. They'd ride around as long as he wants to ride around. They'll ride around too. But I've had adults that would want to go in there and sit with Santa.
Hey, it's Santa. Who doesn't want to sit on Santa's lap and tell him exactly what you want for Christmas?
I don't know that they sit on his lap.
Oh, I want to tell Santa exactly what I want for Christmas, and they're all welcome, exactly. But we definitely do want folks to come out that evening. Just because we did have our fire here lately, the event is still a go, and we're going to make it as big and better as possible as we can. We want you to come out and support those businesses around the square that have definitely had a tough few weeks here. So
they work hard for this event. They do, and they put it all out there for you. I mean, there's no reason why you can't have a good time when you come in, because they have free refreshments. They give away door prizes. They give discounts on everything. It's a great time to start your Christmas shopping, because they'll all have something, I'm sure. We have several antique stores now, and we have the jewelry store, of course, and we have restaurants that are involved in it. The dance studio will be giving dance lessons that night, and you can go into that and get involved in that. I'll tell you, the merchants that are going to participate will have a flyer in there. They'll have a flyer in the window, and you'll know which ones they are. And that's where you can go in and register for the business baskets that will be given away on Saturday at noon. Now, Santa's busy on Saturday, so Friday night's your best chance. And if you bring your camera while he's riding around, that's your picture. You bring your camera and take your picture. And then we will go over, and he will be sitting for pictures with Santa. And like I say, we have adults. It's a great package that you can get. I've never had any complaints about the quality of the pictures or anything, so. Santa, what else are you up to?
Oh, well, we're getting ready for the big day. We're fattening the reindeers up for the long journey, making sure the sleigh is all repaired in good shape, and just looking forward to it all.
Toys all?
Oh, yes, the toys are number one, yes.
Yes, I know, and
We're
you're
getting those
working
ready.
on them. Yeah. Well, you know, some of the elves will be here too on Friday night. They'll be all over town. You'll see.
Passing out candy canes and smiling and welcoming people to the community.
Welcoming you here, and they'll be a couple over helping Santa. with us because we need their help.
Wrangled the children and the parents and getting everybody in to get everything together. But well, I know, Santa, you've been very busy, and we do appreciate you taking the time off to come and to really, help us out with the event. But it's really important that when you get back there and make sure all the gifts are put together and on your sleigh and delivered in time for all those special little boys and girls out there.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Is there anything you would like, any last words you would like to leave before
Keep the
time?
cards and letters coming.
And the cookies?
Right, yes.
And the
cookies
cookies.
and milk.
Okay.
And the notes. So when you write him a letter, he will get it. No, he will. So we thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
thank
for the
you.
time.
All right. Okay, Connie, I know you've got some things coming up too.
Well, I don't know if I can beat Santa. Santa comes in and
It's tough.
it is tough. It is tough to follow Santa Claus.
It
But
is.
I will tell you, yes, we do have some things going on at the center that we want to tell folks about. One of the special events that we have here in November is that we do have a Veterans Day breakfast that we're doing for veterans here in our community. Veterans and their spouses are invited to come out to the Senior Center on November the 11th between 8 and 10, I believe, and they can get a free breakfast there at the Senior Center. If you'll call us there at the center, we can let them know that that's going on, get you signed up so we know how many to cook for. But that's always a fun event. And then we've been talking Christmas, doing Christmas. We have our Christmas Gala. The Christmas Gala tickets are available, and for folks out there, this event is held, it is the second Friday of every December. So it's Friday the 13th this year, but we do beautifully decorated tables, a sit-down dinner, entertainment with live music. In fact, our lovely Debbie Vaughn and a trio of musicians will be with her on that event on that night, and we'll do some traditional Christmas music. Tickets are $25. Your hostess will take care of you for the evening. You'll be sitting with china and beautifully decorated tables. Our theme this year is Home for Christmas. So when you look at your table, you should think about being home for Christmas, what all that brings forth, how people get home for Christmas. We have a lot of folks that have to travel during that time. We have different folks that spend different ways at Christmas, whether they live in Hawaii or here or wherever. So I think it's going to be a really neat theme for us this year. We have a silent auction that evening. But again, your tickets are already on sale. They're $25, whether you need one ticket, two tickets, or a whole table.
It's a great event to go to. It is so much fun. And it's, let's see, I've done a table now, 4 years?
4 years, I believe.
4 years that I've been, and I would have never thought that I would get that excited about going to all that work. But I really do enjoy it, and it's amazing some of the tables you will see. And it's very elegant, but yet it's a lot of fun. The food has always been great. So if you have a group, a club, a ladies' club, just your family that would like to go to a dinner and be part of this, the items on the silent auction are always good, and this is a fundraiser for our Senior Citizens Center. Call Connie and reserve you some tickets, because each table sits 8 people. So if you want to bring 8 people,
We
all
can
you
do
got
that.
to do is call Connie and she'll get you a table and you can all sit together.
Yeah, and it's usually, we do a very elegant dinner. The hostesses usually make homemade desserts for that table. So we have one lady that her grandmother always makes a traditional coconut cake. I mean, it's her job. That's her volunteer job that she does for her table. But we have hostesses for each table. We sell tickets, and you show up that night, put on your Christmas wear, and get out And
Christmas sweater that you wear once a year. This is the night.
This is the night. And the entertainment will be wonderful. And I believe if you've ever come once, you'll definitely want to come back again. So it's one of those
You
type
will,
of
you
events.
will. It's
And we do
catchy.
sell out. Our tickets do sell out. So we do ask if you're wanting a ticket or want to have a reservation, you can reserve and pay at the door when you come, or you can go ahead and reserve and buy your tickets now. So you can see hostesses that are in the community are selling tickets, and we are there at the Senior Center, and you can get a hold of Carolyn at the Chamber or call me there at the Senior Center, and we will definitely get you in touch with the right places.
In fact, that's another point. If these numbers you haven't caught, if you will call the Chamber at 563-2222, I'll be glad to direct you in whichever area you need to be, because we've hit you with a lot of things today. So
We have.
this is something. And let's see, do you have anything else,
I
Connie,
have
that's
one
pressing?
special thing that's going on in November that I want to tell folks about. This is a new education program that we're doing at the Senior Center. It's called the Senior Learning Network, and this is a virtual tour of a certain place. And this month, on November the 19th, we are doing the World War II Valor and the Pacific National Monument, which is the USS Arizona there in Hawaii. So virtually, we are going to take the group of people that come. This is open not just to our seniors, but the entire community and anyone out there watching us to attend. We will be taking a tour of that facility without leaving Woodbury. We've already done the practice session. That's, the modern age of all of this equipment that is out there. All these electronics and computers are actually giving us the opportunity to do this. And we have a large screen. It's about 8 foot tall, 8 foot wide, that we can actually see back and forth with the folks there in Hawaii. We're hoping that there has been put a request in that we have 2 survivors from the attack that will be there and actually tell their own personal stories of that day. It always depends on their health and what's going on, but we've invited our 2 survivors of World War II there at the Hawaii site to be on conference with us. And we can ask them questions. They can tell us their stories. We will be taking a video tour dive down of the actual Arizona, so that you can actually kind of see that underwater, and of course the memorial that is on top. I think it's going to be something special we're going to be able to do. We're going to do something like this each month. We really felt like here in November, with all the Veterans Day and that coming up, that this would be a great session.
I think it will.
And I think if you're out there and you've heard about this, definitely call Carolyn or me. And this is open. This is free. There's no charge for this. We put this program on as being an education series there at the Senior Center. So definitely put it on your
What more could
calendar.
you ask for? An hour of entertainment that you wouldn't get usually for free.
Well, I'll tell
So-
you, we're going to Hawaii, so I have to
There
tell
you go.
I tell you this true story with staff yesterday. So here we were. We've been doing some calling back and forth, trying to get everything set up. And so I get this phone call from Paul Hertz, who is the head ranger at in Hawaii. And so he calls, and one of my staff persons says, "There is someone on the line from Hawaii for you." So I knew immediately who it was. So we went back and we did our test, and I'm sitting in my office and watching him in his office and making sure all the equipment works. Well, we get off and we say our goodbyes, and my staff person goes, "He didn't look like he was from Hawaii." He wasn't in a hula skirt and coconut bra, so I guess she didn't think he was from Hawaii. But I was like, trust me, he was from Hawaii. He is there and I said, you were one of those people that thought that we didn't go to the moon. You just thought it was a visual on the screen. But yeah, truly he was there in the Hawaiian office there, transmitting back and forth with us. And so we're excited about this. Our folks will be able to get to ask questions and really, truly, if you can't travel to these places anymore, this is going to be an opportunity. We're talking, we can take folks to the Badlands, the desert. We can see lots of museums, We're going to do next month, we're doing the Hallmark Card Company. In January, we're actually going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and seeing the birth of rock and roll. So
I think
lots
I
of
knew him.
things.
I think I knew him.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
You know him?
I think so.
Or reincarnated?
I think I knew him.
But this is going to be something fun that we're doing there at the center, and we definitely invite folks out there in our TV land to come out and join us. We're always doing something, Carolyn.
Yeah, they are.
We always
That's
are.
another really active place. You know, Woodbury may be small, but I guess it just depends on what you're looking for, because there's some place you can go and do something in Woodbury on a daily basis. Maybe not on Sunday. Sunday you got to go to church. So that's all I can say to that, you know. But we do have some stores that are open on Sunday. We do.
And, you know, there's tons of things we have, you know, coming up. We've talked a lot about December. I really do. I feel like we're kind of giving, you know, November and being thankful for Thanksgiving.
We have not mentioned, and our turkeys out there are all proud of that, believe me. But there is still Thanksgiving, believe me. And I think that is a day where we do give thanks for what we do have, and I don't think that it should be omitted. It's just one of those things that's not, it's celebrated, but not usually with
As a big group.
activities and everything like that. That's a family day. I really do believe that. So,
But we have what me and you both call as Lions Day.
oh yeah,
That's coming up.
first
That's the
week
first
in-
Saturday in December 7th.
right,
So there's the Lions Club breakfast
with Santa.
with Santa. Then you can stick around and do the Lions Club parade. And Santa
At
will be
12
there.
noon.
And then you turn around, and that evening we have the tour of homes, the Christmas
And
tour
that
of homes.
begins at 4 o'clock.
So we call that Lions Day. If you're
Yeah.
a Lions Club member, you're on it that day.
Well, I mean, you can stay here all day and do something.
Yeah.
You really can. There's something that's going on from morning until dark. And we do have a lot of people that come in for the tour of homes as well as the parade. And the tour of homes will begin at 4 p.m. and you can pick up your tickets and your maps at the Lions Club, which is right off of Lehman Street. And you'll enjoy that. We have a lot of people that come in for that. We have several homes that have already signed up for it. And they're kind of spread out over the county, so they start a little early, but that's okay because usually by 8 or 8:30 it's about over with. But now these people decorate their homes. They have great decorations, plus they feed you. At every house that you go to, you get fed something. So that's another good thing that you need to look for. And we'll have more information on that. Probably we'll touch on that again next month.
I'm sure we will. Again, can't go without saying, yes, it is November, and we want to be thankful for all that we have. We have to be very thankful to DTC. They come out and put us on air
And
on a
put
monthly.
up with us on a monthly basis.
On a monthly basis. So, you know, yes, we're thankful for those media outlets that we have here in our community that are very special to us, and to all of our DTC friends. You know, we wish them a very happy Thanksgiving, to them and their families.
Yes, we
And
do.
to all of our friends that we work with at the chamber, and all of the merchants in the community. We wish them a very happy Thanksgiving. Many thanks. And we have a lot to be thankful for here in
We
Cannon
do.
County.
We really do. And I guess that's what you have to look at. You have to look at the good things, not the bad things. So you be thankful for the good things. The bad things, you know, they're over and done with, and you just go on from there. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.